Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hi. For those playing along at home who just saw the Harogic PXN-90 Kamagata, it is repaired. Ta-da! No problems whatsoever. It turns out that those two vias were just support vias. They weren't electrically connected to anything. So I soldered, I assembled the thing back together. I soldered it back on, and I might include some of that footage in the actual teardown video or whatever. But anyway, soldered it back on. I didn't use any glue whatsoever because I didn't want to change the dielectric, constant of the whole thing, because this thing matters. It's got a 9 gig bandwidth, and you can see it here. It's 4.5 gig output, and it's just fine and dandy. We can go down to megahertz. Look at that. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go 100 kilohertz, shall we? Oh, look at that. It's getting better. Span. Let's go 10 kilohertz. Whoa, look at that. There you go. It's it's slightly off. Anyway, yeah, there you go. It works. No problems whatsoever. And I'm sure, I'll probably have to send it back to get recalibrated. But I wanted to get it working so I could do like a review video on it, and yeah, no problems whatsoever. This is fine and dandy. It's just, won't be as calibrated as it was before because I've mucked around with that front end. Just adding extra solder to the top of that trace as I did. That changes the characteristics of that trace and that input circuitry, which is what the calibration will compensate for and stuff. But apart from that, no, it works, no worries whatsoever. So yeah, I didn't want to change. I didn't actually glue the thing back down. The screws in the SMA connector were enough to hold it in place, and then I just solder bridge that over to those caps that you saw. And Bob's your uncle. She's back in action. No worries. So yeah, but might have to send it back to get calibrated, but not a problem. Fixed. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Catch you next time.